All right, let's go again. League number 4, Duskmourn draft. Doomsday Excruciator as our first pick. Picking this commits us to being pretty much a mono black deck, right? ETB, if you cast it, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. So there's that. And then there's a bunch of other things here, which are all like decent. Fear of Falling, whenever it attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -2/0 and loses flying until end of turn. That's probably the next best card here. There's also like Wildfire Wickerfolk. Wait, there's 5 uncommons? I have been away from booster packs for a while. I mean, we're gonna take the Doomsday guy, right? Though, like, you know, we gotta follow the fun. If it wasn't this, I would take Fear of Falling. Okay, there's Spectral Snatcher as the only black card in the pack. There's also Terramorphic, and then over here we've got Irreverent Gremlin and Painter's Studio. I'm not gonna force myself to commit to this hextuple black cost, especially with only 1 pick in. So I think the next best card here is Painter's Studio Deface Gallery. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. If we wind up not playing this, oh well. What is this green creature? Beginning of your second main, if tapped, put 3/+1 counters on up to 1 target land, and it becomes a creature forever and has haste. Huh. Does it untap the land? No. Oh, but it's only triggers on the second main anyway. All right, so let's see. If we want to attempt to play this, what we could do is play the land cycling creatures to get us our colors, although, like, this is not a 6-drop. This is more like, if you're actually a 2-color deck, this is like an 8 or 9 drop, depending on what your land count is. There's this guy, there's Fanatic of the Harrowing, there's this Death Toucher. I'm not really sure what the best card is here. Vanish from Sight in blue. Maybe I just take this dude. He works well with the Painter. Yeah, let's just take that guy. Leyline of Mutation, but Cynical Loner's in the pack. There's a lot of good stuff in this pack, actually. Infernal Phantom, Clockwork Percussionist. I think it's got to be Loner, though, right? Decent stats with the ability to entomb things, potentially leading to Delirium or Reanimation. Leyline of Mutation is 0.11 ticks, so absolutely not worth rare drafting. All right, we got Percussionist, we've got Fanatic of the Harrowing, Resurrected Cultist, Rampaging Soul Rager. Interesting. Is this the best card? So it's aggressive and it pairs with our Loner because we can entomb it. Somehow we've fallen right back into a Rakdos deck again as well. All right, let's take Cultist. Leyline of Hope, also Gremlin Tamer, which is not the right colors. Also, okay, so Vicious Clown is probably the most aggressive creature here. It actually doesn't trigger off of a number of our creatures, though. It only triggers off this pre-door, although presumably we'll get more creatures. Leyline of Hope is 0.13 ticks. Yeah, let's just take Clown. Okay, ooh, the Gremlin. Kind of surprised that came around. Yeah, we'll definitely take in that. Percussionist or Bear Trap? How good is this card even? I would need, like, reasons to want it, like sacrifice effects or something. I don't think you can justify playing it just as a 1/1. Bear Trap's not great either, but it's at least removal. All right, we'll take the Bear Trap. All right, well, Fear of the Dark is the only card in our colors. I'm surprised how many blue cards are still here. I wonder if this is a signal that we should switch to blue. Although, like, these blue cards are not amazing. I've found Fear of the Dark to be kind of mediocre. Maybe I just take Piranha Fly to hedge and then potentially move out of black. I don't know. Is that correct? I'll just take Fear of the Dark. It's okay. Spectral Snatcher also came around. I'm just kind of surprised by that. Sure, I'll run that. Fanatic of the Harrowing came around, and the Cycler, and Vanish from Sight is this far down in the pack. That's a pretty good sign that blue's open. I'll take this guy. All right, I'll rare draft the Leyline at this point. Why not? Fanatic of Harrowing. Last card is Killer Mask. All right, pack number 2. What are we getting? I do have to say, our deck is much worse than the last league, so far, at the very least, but that's okay. Our last deck was pretty good. The Swarm Weaver, which is off color, unfortunately. If we don't take Swarm Weaver, then we're taking, what, Piggy Bank or Final Vengeance? I really doubt we're going to abandon all of our red cards at this point. Also, I don't even think the Swarm Weaver is good enough to abandon a color. Tale of Tamio is also in the pack, which we are also not taking. So, yeah, let's just take Piggy Bank. Sure. Piggy Bank it is. Fear of Being Hunted, and... oh, there's Glassworks in the pack and Scorching Dragonfire. Wow. I don't know which one is better between the two of these. All right. Something in this pack that we want is going to wheel, so let's just take Dragonfire. Hushwood Verge, you say? That is actually worth rare drafting, and there's nothing in the pack that I, like, really care about, so yeah, we'll just rare draft this. The other 3 cards in our colors in that pack were just filler that we can easily wheel or pick up more copies of. All right. Enchantment gets +2/0 and lifelink. Live or Die is a removal spell that also reanimates something. Okay, this is interesting because now if we take this, we have discard effects. We can discard Doomsday Excruciator and then reanimate it. I also think it's better than Bloodsucker. So yeah, we'll take Live or Die. Rip Spawn Hunters in the pack, which we can't play. So instead, we're going to take the Cultist. So I've got the Gremlin and the Clown that care about 2-power creatures, but most of my creatures are more than 2 power. All right, I'm still taking the Cultist. Grievous Wound. Enchanted player can't gain life. Whenever enchanted player is dealt damage, they lose half their life rounded up. Sure, why not? So basically, it turns all of your creatures into Unstoppable Slasher. Interesting. All right, play that. Innocuous Rat. What do we have that sacrifices? I think I would still play it over Fear. I have absolutely nothing that sacrifices at the moment. I'm still going to just take the Rat. Manifesting Dread has got to be better than Ping something. How many removal do we have? Bear Trap, Dragonfire, Glassworks, Live or Die. So 4 removal spells. Okay. Boiler Bilge's Ripper. I guess we're taking that. We could obviously take Found Footage, but I'm not going to. So take this guy. Final Vengeance. Yeah, let's take Final Vengeance. Okay, we've got another black land cycling creature. We also have got the red land cycling creature. We also have another Fear of the Dark and another Killer's Mask. So I'm just going to take Spectral Snatcher. Why not? Okay, Vicious Clown or Amalgam. We have, I think, absolutely no cards at all that care about enchantments. I don't know. We don't have that much, but I'll just take another Clown. All right, Combat Trick that I'm probably not playing. Creature that I'm probably not playing. Take the Combat Trick. Hey, we got the Fear of Lost Teeth anyway. Okay. Okay, so we got too many cards at this point, so we're going to have to square this down. Silent Hall Creeper and Zimone, both of which are unplayable in our deck. There is another Cynical Loner, and then there's this guy. Turn Inside Out as well. These rares are both bulk and not worth rare drafting if we've got other good things to take. So yeah, I guess we'll just take Cynical Loner. Yeah. Okay, another Cultist, and nothing else that I care about. So we'll take the Cultist. Okay, so it's between these two. I don't know which one's better. I think Fanatic has more synergy with what I'm already doing because... Oh, there's also a dual land. Maybe I just take the dual land. I was thinking that, okay, we've got things like Vicious Clown and Gremlin that care about 2-power creatures, but we also don't have an effect like this. We have no hand disruption. I'm just going to take the dual. Because we already have to cut cards anyway. I'm not sure either of those cards would even make the deck, whereas I'm pretty sure we're going to play the dual land. Winter Misanthropic Guide. All right, this is bulk. On the other hand, I don't particularly care about either of these cards, so let's just rare draft it. Why not? We can start taking a look at the deck. What am I not caring about? Valgavoth's Faithful, another reanimation spell, is something we're going to want. Ooh, Live or Die, another reanimation spell. We're cooking now. We are cooking now. Whew. Okay, what's this one do? And then there's this creature that would I play this? Probably not, but I probably also wouldn't play the door. All right, take attack in the box. What does Ragged Playmate do? 2 mana, 2/2. Target creature's power 2 can't be blocked this turn. Sure. All right, we got this guy. We've got... Wow, we have a lot here, eh? When does this trigger? On enchantments. Okay. Door, this guy, Spectral, Snatcher. All right, let's just take this dude. Another Mountain Cycler. Sure, take that. Cracked Skull or Fanatic. We have a lot of things that pair with this. Let's just take this guy. Hey, we got a Cracked Skull anyway. Balemerc Leech is the last card in the pack. Okay, right on. Okay, so we have way too many cards. We got to cut a lot of this stuff. So group creatures separately, and then we have to fix that because anything that manifests is a creature. And then the land doesn't count towards our count. Okay. So I think Killer's Mask sucks. I don't understand why this is an uncommon. So let's get rid of that. Fear of Lost Teeth is pretty weak. Let's get rid of that. The Innocuous Rat. We have Final Vengeance, sacks, and I think that's it. That's the only thing that sacks. So I don't want to play this with only one sack outlet. Between all of our 3 drops... So I only have 1 door in my deck, which means this guy is only powered up when I have that 1 door unlocked. So I'm not too keen on playing this guy, so let's cut him. I guess this is also a sack outlet, but that's still only 2. I don't really want the rat just for those 2. Now, looking at my spells, we have 9 spells, which is too many spells. So let's cut the Combat Trick, and let's cut... So we've got removal, 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 removal. Card that sort of... is like an Anthem effect in a sense. It's like one of those damage doublers. Then we've got Painter Studios and Defaced Gallery, which we're obviously not cutting. So in here, the likely cut is the Cracked Skull. I feel like I want this to be a sideboard card, and I'll just bring it in if I feel like my opponent has like big bombs that I can't deal with. So cut that. And now we have 7 spells. I don't want to cut any of these spells, so now we're going to cut creatures. We need to cut 7 of them. So in general, I feel that this deck is going to lean more towards trying to be aggro. So these bigger creatures I don't really want. So let's... And then I probably don't need 4 land cyclers. I really was hoping that for the Doomsday Excruciator that I would find like a mill spell or something that I could use in combination. I guess technically I can play... No, I was going to say I can play more cards, but it doesn't matter. It reduces both decks down to the same count regardless of how much you start with. So this is probably too many land cyclers, though. Let's cut the mountain cyclers, and let's cut Boiler Bilge's Ripper and probably Fear of the Dark. Attack in the Box is also pretty bad. Let's cut that. Fear of the Dark can go. So this guy triggers on enchantments and rooms, of which we have... Actually, Balemerk Leech doesn't even trigger off that much, right? Because right now we've got Glassworks, and that's it, right? Glassworks. So yeah, if we don't have any enchantments to trigger these, then we cut this guy, and then we cut the Balemerk Leech. I guess, no, so we've got Grievous Wound and Glassworks. So we have 2 enchantments in our deck, which is nothing. So yeah, cut all of that. And then our most likely sideboard options in any given game are probably going to be the Combat Trick, the Cracked Skull, I can't imagine sideboarding anything else. All right, so we got 23, so let's go Razor Trap Gorge, and then let's... so we're obviously heavily skewed towards black. So let's do a 7-8 split. Add basics. Oh, we're missing one? Okay, another swamp then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Okay, so that's the deck. And here's the deck with the creatures grouped separately. And this is a 3-drop. Looks good to me. Let's run it. Save. Hey, GP here, greetings from Argentina. Let me know how it goes. Very curious to know what format is it? Is it standard? Or is it, no, it's a Pioneer, isn't it? All right, play it. Kind of shocked how fast our first league was. Our first league was only an hour and a half, which I think demonstrates just how good our previous Rakdos deck was. On the play for round 1. All right, 2 lands with a land searcher, removal spell. Yeah, this is fine. Keep this. Opponent mulls to 5. That's a shame. All right, swamp go. End of turn, flash out Bear Trap. All right, swamp over to them. I guess I shouldn't have played the swamp. So my thinking was, I was like, what if we draw runner swamp into the Doomsday Excruciator? But I should have just played mountain so that I could have had removal open. What does this thing do? When it attacks, tap any number of untapped creatures. It gets +1 until end of turn for each tapped creature. Well, would you look at that? All right, let's just play Cultist. I can't imagine we're going to draw 3 swamps in a row, though. Swing, not going to block that. Create a 1/1. Aw. Okay, so I have to imagine it's just better to play Loner and pass, and then, now maybe it's better to just start getting damage in. What's the other side do here? This one counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Okay, so we have to deal with this at some point. Kill this thing, play this guy, combat, attack for 4. All right, I guess they're just mana screwed. That's a shame. Okay, well, we basically didn't see anything out of their deck. We saw 2 cards, so I can't imagine that gives me much information to go on. There's like the Fear of Lost Teeth because the 2 cards we saw were X1 creatures, but I'm not going to make changes at this point based on that. Let's just run it back. All right, not an ideal spread of spells to lands, but it's not bad enough to ship, so we'll keep this. Opponent mulls to 5 again. All right, so this is just going to be a non-match. What a shame. Opponent cast the Glimmer Room again. All right, cast Playmate. Tunnel Surveyor, ETB, make a 1/1. All right, cast the Cultist, and then we're just going to pass. Unlock the room. Where are the counters going? 1/1 and 3/3. Sure. No attacks. All right. Play another Cultist, and then I'm just going to pass. No attacks from them, leaving open 4 mana. Okay. Well, I will attempt to attach this Grievous Wound to them. It resolves. I'm still not going to attack. They did nothing. Okay. Veteran Survivor. So that was their draw for the turn. All right. Let's play Spectral Snatcher. Opponent, Fear of Imposters. Sure. Manifest the Bear Trap, I guess. All right, I still don't feel like it's correct to attack, so we're just going to pass. Meat Locker. When you unlock this door, tap up to 1 creature and put 2 stuns on it, and then the other mode draws cards, and then discards a card. All right. I mean, I can't imagine that's even too helpful. They're stunning the Playmate, sure. Attacking with Veteran Survivor. All right, block here. What can they have? A combat trick? Yeah, that's fine. All right, we traded. All right, live or die. Return Spectral Snatcher. And then over to them. Opponent unlocks the door. Okay. So we probably have to force the issue on this turn by just attacking with everything. They discarded a land. Sure. Plays another land. How are we doing? Just tuning in? It's going all right. The first deck we played in the original league was just nuts. Okay, so if I kill this thing, I just don't want to trade my cultists for these 1/1s, but I guess we kind of have to because they just drew a fresh batch of cards. So we kind of need to like get the board going. Attack with everything. So they can obviously put this here, put this here. They can double block on our guy if they want to trade with it, which is acceptable. So they're just going to trade their whole team. Sure. All right, so we're going to hold on to live or die because we potentially need to like kill something pretty important on their side of the board. So let's cast Piggy Bank. Let's resurrect one of these and over to them. Gremlin Tamer. Ooh, that's not good. Orpheus, Orphans of the Wheat. Okay. So yeah, we just got to keep forcing attacks in. So combat. They really drew pretty poorly off of their thing if that's all they drew. So swing with everything. Block there. Not blocking with the Gremlin Tamer. Okay, they're going to take a lot of damage if they don't. Boom, these trigger. Yeah. Do I keep forcing the issue? So let's see, I have this. So this pays for if they have the type of counterspell. So live or die, cast, return, spectral guy. Actually, yes, return spectral guy. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's just get back cultist. Because it only adds one creature to the board regardless of which one I do. So let's just hold this in case they draw some bomb or something. Yeah, so all three of our creatures are lethal, so they would have needed to draw like an enchantment creature to block. All right. On to match 2. Round 2 on the draw. Obviously we need to hit lands, but we'll keep it. And there's a land. Go to them. Man, imagine we just draw a bunch of swamps in a row. Acrobatic Cheerleader. All right, play the Loner. That is, by the way, our 4th swamp. I'm just saying. Screaming Nemesis. All right, well, we're kind of forced to block that. We can't gain life for the rest of the game, right? Okay. And we take a bunch of damage. Does it target anything? Yes. All right. Play the Cultist. I mean, if we hit another black source, we can actually cast this demon on curve. Another one? They drafted 2 of the same mythic rare. Wow. Okay. That's pretty rough. All right, cast this dude. And we can't even block this flyer. So we're going to spend our turn 5 killing a 2/2, probably. All right, they attack. We can't block. Unsettling Twins. That's pretty rough. There's the black. All right. So, I mean, if this is a huge creature, that's obviously a problem, but we can't just keep getting hit by this flyer every turn. All right. Destroy the flyer, I guess. Over to them. Arabella. Ugh. Ugh. No attacks. Okay, so this deals 3, right? And then we can block 2 things. I mean, you know, we're gonna do it. Trigger. And we can't look at any of the cards, right? Yeah. Obviously, we're not attacking. Go ahead, opponent. When does this trigger? Beginning of your upkeep. They are attacking. Very well. All right, block this thing, block this. We're at 3. So what was it? It was a land? Okay. Living Phone. When it dies, look at the top 5. Reveal a creature with power 2 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. Okay, so this deals 2 automatically, which means we have to absolutely have 2 blockers. I don't even want to play the Fanatic of Harrowing at this point. I mean, if they had removal, they would have just killed this, right? Unless it's removal that can't kill this. I can't dirtle. Like, I do have to hit them. So let's play the Clown. Let's play the Cultist. And then attack. What happens to the rest of the cards? They go on the bottom. So yeah, swing, we go to 1. And then I have to make sure this dies. It's not other, it's all of them, right? Yeah. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Do you cast it or does it just go to your hand? It goes to your hand. Okay. What? All right. Well, there was no getting around that. So let's see. They seem to be just a pretty straightforward Boros aggro deck. I don't really see anything that I would want to change in regards to fighting them. I feel like things just didn't turn out well that game. So yeah, I guess we'll just run back the same thing. On the play for game 2. That is obviously not keepable, so mull that. All right, keep and toss a mountain back. Yeah, Swamp go. Well, we did it. We played the demon. We can at least say we did that once. All right, play Loner. Fear of Surveillance. All right, well, we're going to attack. Combat, swing. If they block, they block. Yep, all right. Cast Cultist. Ragged Playmate. Sure. Combat, swing. They block. That's fine. All right, we do need to draw. Let's play this Fanatic and let's ditch the other Cultist. Trigger, ditch the Cultist. We drew Clown, they discarded a land. All right, another Ragged Playmate. Okay, combat, swing, kill our 2/2 with the removal spell. Sure, that I'm happy to make that trade. All right, let's Swamp Cycle this, grab that, play this, let's play the Clown. They are attacking. All right, if you have a combat trick, then you have a combat trick. Sure. Turn Inside Out. Yeah, all right. Manifest Dread, Acrobatic, Cheerleader. Well, that card that we can't play. Cast Loner, and over to them. So I snap trade with the Cheerleader if they attack with that. Grab the prize, very well. Discarding a land. Cast another Playmate. What is attacking? I assume something is attacking. No, nothing. I don't want to play this land right now. Attacking here is also bad. All right, let's just pass back to them. Make the Acrobatic guy unblockable. Very well. So now we'll basically be forced to attack. Well, not really, because we're behind on the board. So our best move is just to keep not attacking for now. Another Cheerleader. That kind of changes things. All right, combat. Attack. Blocks with their Manifester, which turned out to be a land. All right, play the Clown. And over to them. We still amazingly have every single card that's in our graveyard as a creature and nothing else. So yeah, make that thing unblockable. And now we just can't block any of their guys and we're going to lose the race. Thankfully, at least they don't have too much going on their side. So like if we find a way to stabilize here, we can potentially get around this. That's not going to do it. It's still better for me just to not attack so I can at least block this thing. All right, well, over to them. Flyers come in. We go to 10. Now they got more Unsettling Twins. Yeah. Well, we just keep drawing lands, so now they attack. We go to 2. Yeah, we can't win this, so on to the next one. Unfortunate. Doomsday Excruciator in that match, in that game at least, was basically a dead card because we just couldn't cast it. So it might have been funny to draft that card the first time, but in future, I think that's basically a last pick. That's like the card's just not good. All right, match 3. Wow, this hand's really not very good. Well, this is better. Keep, chuck a mountain back. Another red deck, and we're getting off to not a great start. Over to them. So Loner has to be on blocking duty now. Play Loner, and they're going to have Dragonfire. Yeah, okay. Loner dies. Ugh. Well, things are not going well. Ooh, Painter's Studio. You may play them until the end of your next turn. I basically don't have any option but to do that, right? Another target creature gets +1. All right, so Painter's Studio. Trigger. Where are the cards? Oh, here they are. Jesus, that was awkward. All right, well, a card that we can't play and a mountain. That just sucks. And we have absolutely nothing to follow it up with. So we're getting hit for 5 a turn plus whatever they deploy now. And then our next turn is just nothing. Veteran Survivor. All right, Mountain, Piggy Bank. I'm probably better off flat out Final Vengeancing this because I can't even block this thing. Yeah, so just kill that. Actually, no, I can just sack my Painter Studio, right? Yeah, all right, sack the studio. And over to them, and now I can block. Whenever you attack, target creature gets first strike. Ugh. Yeah, all right. And they can start exiling stuff. You need to exile 3 things total, right? There are 3 or more exiled. Wow, we're just getting nothing. Swamp Cycle, play a swamp, go. So can't block this thing. Whatever gets first strike can't block that thing. So we're going to 3. All right, what's getting first strike? That, sure, we'll block Norin. And they just exiled it. All right. You do still have to replay the Norin. Reluctant Role Model. All right, I can kill one thing and then I'm just dead. All right, so we're dead. So they seem to just be completely like 100% all in on aggro. So it would behoove us to bring in some blockers. So they also have a number of X1 creatures. So cards like any of these would be good on defense. So as cute as the demon is, I just don't think it's ever really going to get there. I mean, we can discard it and then revive it. So there's that. I think their deck is more aggro than our deck is, which means the Grievous Wound is not very good. What else? These things maybe are not great. Rat is one of the best black cards, should be main deck. Well, the thing is we don't have that much to do with it. All right, we just have to focus on not dying in the early game, right? I don't really want to cut like any of this stuff though. So I guess this obviously goes. This seems fine because it can potentially draw us 2 cards. Let's get rid of a Shrieker because it's further along in the game, and let's play the Rat, the Attack in the Box to block. What else? Let's cut one of the Cultists and bring in this guy, I think. Yeah, let's try that. On the play. This hand is fine. Keep. Swamp, Faithful, pass turn. Plays Clockwork Percussionist and attacks. I'm not going to block that. Loner, swing. My thinking is if I just discard the Spectral Snatcher, I can revive it. And that's a lot more valuable to me than just trading with this thing. And potentially they could even hit like a land or something off of it. No attack with the Percussionist. All right, so let's play... Actually, no, if I do that, I can't cycle this and then revive it. So let's just pass to them. Yeah, let's just pass to them. Fear of being hunted must be blocked if able. All right, so we're just going to trade Loner for that. Oh, they're not attacking. All right, swamp cycle this. Bring this back. Haha, I have a 6/5 now. Over to them. Attacks, it gets first strike. Oh, come on. All right, well, I guess we double block it and then we lose our guy, but at least dies. Or I could just throw Cynical Loner away and then I would have to... And then next turn I could go Rat, Vengeance, chump here, keep this guy, then go Rat, Vengeance, eat this guy, and then I still have a 6/5. Yeah, as much as that sucks, I think that's the play. So play the Rat, Final Vengeance, eat this dude, sack the Rat, Manifest Dread, kill this dude, combat, swing here, no blocks, play Loner, over to them. Norin. So these can double block the Snatcher to kill it. I could just attack with our Manifest guy and Loner, and then that forces this to not be around anymore. Not really, though. Combat. If they trade here, that's fine. If they chump block here, that's also fine. So I'm fine attacking with just the manifested creature. Swing. No blocks. All right. Playmate. Go ahead. They play a land, and they're not doing anything either. All right. Flip this. Ooh, live or die. Yeah, let's just press this advantage that we've got right now. So cast this, destroy, fear of being hunted, and then attack with everything. Actually, let's not attack with Loner. Let's not give them any good blocks. Let's just swing here. So Percussionist dies. They exiled Scorching Dragonfire. All right. Dragonfire away the clown. Yeah, all right. Block, trade. Trapped in the screen to eat our 6/5. All right. They got one card left. Oh yeah, because they had to pay for the ward. Right. Combat. Attack here. All right, I'm just going to flash this out. End of turn. I can't really see much relevance in not just having it in play. Ooh, the Cultist. Combat. Swing. All right, we hit them. Play the Cultist. Reluctant Role Model. Very well. And then they die. On to game number 3. Okay, did we see anything different this time that makes me want to change what I have? The Cynical Loners are like... They just can never attack into the opponent because of what they have. So even like Balemerc Leech would be better than them. So let's swap these around. And then the Spectral Snatchers actually like really came in handy there. Fear of Lost Teeth has got to be good, right? Let's cut a Fanatic and bring in the Fear. Thinking about this guy too, because now I've switched the deck around enough. How many enchantments do we have now? 1, 2, just 2? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Never mind. All right, let's do that. Submit. Yikes. Nah, I can't keep that. Well, yeah, okay, that's much better. What am I putting away? I'm thinking the Snatcher. We just need to interact early, and all these other cards interact early. Mountain. Swamp, go. Oh, are they mono-screwed? Oh, they're mono-screwed. Okay. Let's play a Leech, and then I'm just not going to block them, because I can make this attack be irrelevant once I play attack in the box. Combat, swing... No blocks. Fear of Surveillance. All right. Combat, swing, and then play attack in the box. Over to them. So whenever it attacks Surveil one, okay. Well, they obviously have something, or they just don't care. They're going to let Norin make it so that it doesn't matter. They surveilled over the combat trick, so they at least don't have that. All right. Block Fear. Not exiling it. They had another turn inside out. All right. Fine. Very well. Glimmerlight. Make a 1/1. Equipped creature gets plus. Do I want Dragonfire open? Do I want to kill this thing? It depends on what they manifested, right? Why don't I just expend the thing that costs the most and just bear trap this right now? It was Ghostly Dancers. All right, over to them. They just don't have a late game. Okay, well, we have to... What? God, this thing is so obnoxious. So now we have to block, and we lose our guy in combat, right? It must be blocked. So frustrating. All right, well... We can piggy bank to block it at least. So let's piggy bank and let's hold Dragonfire open just in case some shenanigans are afoot. Spitskin Doll. Power 2 or less, so it doesn't matter what we kill in response. They're just going to get to draw a card. Yeah. All right, kill this guy. Oh, what? I thought they had run out of their land drop for turn. I would have waited to combat if I'd realized that. All right, whatever. Whatever. Live or die, can't cast that. Can play this thing and block. All right, over to them. We just have to draw like anything that can block their team. Moves that, sure. Block here. So we go to 6. They can re-equip the Glimmerlight. Well, what can I reanimate? I can reanimate Attack in the Box, which is like such a mediocre reanimation, but the problem is like blocking this thing is like just awful, right? Because then Norrin, if I live or die, bring back Attack in the Box, then he just attacks with the Split Skin Doll. Then I have to block, and then he just gets to cast Spirited Companion every single turn, basically. So the correct move is to shoot Norrin and just hope that I draw something to deal with the Split Skin Doll next turn. Or, no, the correct move is to kill the Split Skin Doll, and then he moves the Glimmerlight, and we take 3. Yeah, so we just, regardless of what we do, I mean, I could just reanimate the Attack in the Box and then block, which would mean we wouldn't take damage, but that would also mean that he'll just get to keep hitting us, like keep drawing extra cards every single turn, which is awful. So I think we just kill Split Skin Doll and hope that we draw an answer to this. I think our likelihood of drawing something that can block or kill Norrin is greater than the odds of us surviving after our opponent gets to draw multiple extra cards off of the doll. Okay, well, it wasn't. Man, that's frustrating. So if I had resolved Attack in the Box, then I would have done what instead? He gets to draw an extra card, and then we're still bricked. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what can you do?